So this is the third part of this 7 day. We are over here to not to extol each and any person's journey, but we are over here to talk as a good person. Being a talkative person is not about being somehow you will work on your career and you have to extol. So, but if you are not actually directed by someone's like towards your career and you are not even believing in consistency, persistency, perseverance, and many more. But also we have to remember that if you come to grains grains in your application obstacles, whatever you have to fulfill in your life, you are if you are not working as a person who has to fulfill the fundamental and the needs of a family. If you are not working as that person, that what other people would expect from you, they are not going to expect anything from you. So uh, it is better if you can complete all these things in life. So sometimes we have to forecast. Forecasting can be different, destiny for each and every person, but you mustn't have to neglect and ignore and avoid the dimension of yourself. Because if you come to know about yourself, if a person has the knowledge and the wisdom to differentiate and distinguish the differences between them among the people and him, in that case he's a person he will become the person who don't even care about the what that kind of vibe or anything like that. Because if you are a person, then you have to create a different kinds of caricature. If you can't you mustn't have to caricature anyone's qualities, because you have also the qualities and the abilities within you. But you sometimes people will feel like to come to feel that they don't have sufficient knowledge and wisdom that can lead them, and they feel like it is not better. So in this case, this is the this there will be create a matter of what confusion, self-doubt. So in that case, people feel like they feel just simply fall in perplexed way. So they can, in that case, they can monitor themselves and and observing each and everything around them can be better. So that's why we have to we have to preclude ourselves from engaging negative activities and then that kind of things. Even that is ahead of us and behind us, that doesn't matter. We have to resign. We simply have to resign and then have to go. If a person can become sanguine person in life, in that case, who will care about them? Nobody will care about them. So instead of dispersing something for other people, you have to keep investing something in your own career within you. If you come to what so you have to be a sanguine person even in life, brother. So if you are just short practicing short by what short chasing even your own self, but you are not short chasing other people, and what other will people expect from you, and anticipating anything from you can be really distinct. So that's why uh, we have to default something. Even sometimes we can do authenticate something, but that can be that can we can control that things. So it is better if if you have control over that things. So that's really matters. So even underwriting something can be really that kind of things won't be better for dynamic and appropriate for the progress and growth. So that's why what you have to do, we have to simply improve what. So we have to stabilize something, and then if you come to stabilize that things, you will know the features and characteristics, and what that kind of things that actually lead you towards your career. And always repeating, you feel like it's more monotonous things, because you have to say, because you have the ability. You If you are a viewer, then you can simply say on the comment box, you know so you have to remember all these things in your life. So if you forget even your own existence, you are not you don't know how to intervene, how to stabilize your own consistency, your discipline, that you're falling in problems or something, that you actually these kinds of perspective, perception, viewpoints, opinions, or a lot of things are all these things are accumulated within in your mentality. So if you're a aesthetic person, so even you are not aging what's aging yourself, even you have to aging. So uh, sometimes you can your personality seems like I heard about the people like belligerent. Somehow you have to what work without any bad thing. So that kind of even that kind of things can ahead of you, but you simply care about your career instead of the people. You won't get anything after caring the personal perspective and the viewpoints towards you of them. You are not gonna get. So it is instead you have to it is better to concentrate to be concentrated on a equanimity, showing that Philippine person is not better, but we have to be that Philippine person. If once we become that person, then we will know our the worth, how worthy we feel like how worthy we are, and then we will feel like keep working on our worthy things. So what even your journey is not like how immutable. So if you think you're wrong, because actually you are not working under discipline, perseverance, consistency. So that's why you're forgetting all these things in life. So you somehow you are talking on a mendacious way, but somehow you feel like what you are so your journey is so precarious. It doesn't matter. So only one thing matter, that if something is really pernicious things, then you just simply have to neglect. And then even something's not look delicious, or something like indicious things, gradually that is so harmful, and that kind of things is ahead of you, and then you just have to simply neglect, and even it has a negative consequences. Then why do you have to care on this thing? So it is better to uh, to to be concentrated on ingorgious things. Somehow I'm feeling like unconfident. The environment is around me, like how I'm not feeling like uh, this is just the capabilities and abilities which are within the person. So you have to think in this way. So you innovating yourself is not means that somehow you feel like you're losing. You feel like what nothing is happening in a proper way as you wished. But somehow if you actually came to stay and stand in front of the camera or anything like that, the people ahead, the crowd is simply ahead of you, but you are still working on it. And who cares about you? Nobody gonna care about that. Just simply come to know and hear you. So that's it. So that's even it's really egregious things, but you just have to work. What you do, what you can do, accept it. There's nothing. So there's nothing to things is left to execute and what amplify over your career and your daily and serious over journey. So that's it. So I have to capitulate your progress. So if you can surrender yourself among the people where everything is what positivities are surrounded, and you have to be that you have to imprison yourself in that environment or anything like that. The peace, you will find the peace among those people, and then how you will assume each and every person whoever is ahead of you and behind you, you won't care about those people, because you have to act what you don't think about the people's perceptions, how they will, even that is not even you just simply come to uh, consider and recognize all these things like encourage things, but you are not over here to stay in that encourage things or anything like that. You are over here to stay in harmony. You care about your prestige, harmony, reputations, what it is within you, and you actually obsessed if you are obsessed with not with the people and not with the girls, whoever is ahead and behind you, you are just obsessed at your girl, and objectives, and that kind of motive is, and the mobilization of your prop, and you have to implement, implementation of your goal and your decision plan is always has to be best. If it is best, then you simply you can reach that conclusion. Otherwise you won't get, you want gonna you are not gonna get anything through this way or path. So that's why I'm not over here to suggest you, because suggesting someone can be in this generation, and this contemporary society is seen as a like nothing, so it is not better to what to leading someone in a proper way towards positivity. People, if a person is has a consciousness, even we have to work as through our subconsciously. But if we are aware, if we have the awareness towards our positivity, towards our career, then who cares about us? All these things we have to care on it, and then accept it. Nobody is yours, man. You have to recognize and consider all these things in this way, so you know your worth. So that's why I'm over here. Somehow you feel like it's really how and tedious, but it's not. You have to care about your career, and then something if something is come to something came to disambiguate you, but still even in that case you can standing ahead of that things in that case who cares? Nobody cares. So one thing you have to say yourself then.